Ladies and gentlemen, adjust your headphones.
Come on in and shut the front door. You're welcome to the You Should Know Better podcast, the news from the antagonist shoes. And we are back with another guest episode.
Yes, we are.
Season 6, episode 8. We're at the end, the finale. We're joined by Farhan solo. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad. The sun's out. Enjoying myself. But you know what? It's getting to that point, where it's getting too hot. Do you know what I mean? It's feeling like central London.
Yeah.
The central line kind of hot. Like this is the bit where I don't start to enjoy it. You know what I mean? That's just me though. Yeah,
my room's like a sauna right now, man. It's like central line. Trust, like.
Yeah, it's horrible. You got to have the fan on and stuff. This is the part of summer that I'm not a fan of.
Oh my goodness, the complaints. We complain all year round that we don't get no sunshine. We've got to fly out, and then we get a little bit, and it's like, nah.
I weren't complaining.
It's too much.
I'm all right with a quick, the spring. Spring is my favorite. That's barring the flies. I mean, if I was a fly, you could be anywhere in the world. And you're choosing to be in Greenwich in my room, looking at my empty yogurt pot. I don't get it. But anyway.
That's true. That's true.
It could have been Barbados. Actually, the mosquitoes probably got them. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Fine. Yeah, we're gonna jump right into the pod. Actually, let you kind of say who you are, what you do, where we can find you, and then you can kind of jump into your story, bro.
Yeah, so my name's Farhan Solo. I'm a comedian in London. I do shows like all the time, or like in the different clubs in London. You can find me on like TikTok, Instagram, Farhan Solo 1 on Instagram. I don't even remember the TikTok, but it's like you'll find it if you go to my Instagram.
We'll find it.
Yeah, on YouTube and all that. So yeah, that's it, man.
Nice. All right, cool. So I'll hand it over to you again. You can just jump into your story, bro.
All right, so I'm not a storyteller. Michael's not really seen me do comedy before, but I'm a one-liner comedian, and I think also in life,
hilarious.
Also in life, my life isn't that exciting to have stories like Edwin. I saw some of the episodes of Edwin Jr. Talking about being caught naked on the live, or like Kazim spitting in that girl's face, and Raj pretending to be a fake Muslim, waste man. But
he didn't even know the difference between date and dates, silly guy.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really have many stories, but I do have like a few. Since I started comedy, my life's kind of changed a little bit. Like obviously, I'm from like a not in a good way, more in like a I'm kind of like. Well, that would be nice eventually, but it's kind of like a way where I'm kind of, getting a bit older. I'm kind of like assessing things. Like, obviously, I'm from like Muslim Pakistani background. And, when you first start comedy, you kind of pull from like your material. You pull from like you're inspired by like race or your parents and your background. So I've been making jokes about being Muslim, being Pakistani. And, I started posting some of those jokes on TikTok and stuff. And it's kind of a bad idea, right?
You're trying to get your name out there. You're trying to build your profile.
Yeah, but like, the first few videos on TikTok I posted, they did decent, a couple of thousand views. But then I posted this one about, the P word. Obviously, it's, can I say the word? Like,
this guy shuffled. Can't even say his words.
This is your platform, my brother.
Whatever you feel comfortable.
Yeah. Whatever you feel comfortable. This is your platform.
I posted a joke about the word "paki," right? I basically say it's like a lazy kind of insult. It's a joke, right? It's like I'm saying it in like an ironic way. It's like a lazy insult because it's not. It's basically, I say it's like half the letters of our nationality, and I go into things like, what if you call someone from Philippines Philip, or someone from Jamaica Jam, or someone from Nigeria? I say Nigeria, and then I leave a pause, and then you're saying that, then I say Nige, and that's the punchline. Basically, TikTok, it went mad. Like I got like 700k views or something.
Serious.
But then everyone, like all of like kind of my community, like Asians and stuff, and like Pakistanis, they're like, oh, this guy's a coconut, this guy's a sellout.
Raw, they came for your head. Rotted.
Obviously, there's love as well. People say, oh, great comedian, whatever. But a lot of it was, it was hate.
But what percentage though? Like, because obviously sometimes with anything, you can hear 9 good things, you hear one bad thing, you focus on the bad thing. So if you're looking at the percentage, what was it? Was it just a small percentage? All the comments were a bit negative.
At first, it was like all positive, and then when it started blowing up, I just saw all negative. But then now I look at it, it's probably like 70% positive, 80% negative. But that's a time I should have known better in it, like not to focus on the the negative and just look at the positive. But even if you look at the positive, then it'll give you like a false sense of security, I guess. Because then you're like, oh, I'm sick, like I can do what I want. But then on the flip side, something weird was happening because obviously with the content saying that the P word's lazy and whatever, and we shouldn't be offended by it because this is a joke, right? All these racist white men started saying, yeah, he's fucking right, mate. Like, yeah. I don't get so offended by it, mate.
You're preaching to the dog and duck.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All my followers for like the next 2 days are all these guys that like these bold white dudes and like these women with like the England flag and like the UK flag in their bio. And,
them flag dons.
Proper EDL, man. And then and there's people started like then like the Pakistanis and stuff started saying like, oh, this guy's just he's getting racist to support him, and I was just like, what the
oh my god. Getting racist to support.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one because basically they're using your comedy to validate how they feel in it. While sections in your community are feeling like you're giving these people a platform. That's a mad one.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just a joke, right? But I think on TikTok it gets kind of blurred because they see a guy with a microphone, and I think they think everything I'm saying, I believe it. They don't see like the act. They see like it's like a TED talk rather than it's an act, right? But yeah, it gets confusing. And then, I posted a few more, and then the same happened, but they weren't as controversial as that one. But I think the main thing is that I just shouldn't. Shouldn't look at the negative and just be positive about it, and and then as I'm writing now, I'm realizing that I don't even need to talk about race. I can talk about anything. But
yeah, of course,
I hear you,
just about the kind of evolution as a comedian, I guess.
Yeah, I think anyway, when I do, Mike, I don't really touch upon any of that stuff, and it's interesting because I think when you get up there, they're waiting for a comment, or even if there's like a black comment that's gone before, they're waiting for me to kind of say something about it. And I don't usually, so it kind of takes that away from it. But then again, it's part of a lot of people's set as well. So I guess what works for you, I guess.
Yeah, they say like some audiences get bored about race and stuff, especially if there's a few acts from different backgrounds on the bill. But I always found like race and like racism the funniest thing. I don't know.
It's stupid. Of course, it's funny because it's stupid. You can't explain it. You know what I mean? You can't explain it. There's a video on YouTube where the YouTuber Nico, he goes and meets the current like leader of the KKK, and he interviewed him, and then the guy's like, I wouldn't be your friend because you're black, and he barely proper like saying it like we can have this interview, but I wouldn't invite you around to my barbecue because you're black. I prefer white people. He's like, is that wrong to say? And it's like, this is what some people think, and the fact that he can't explain it beyond that. It's hilarious.
Listen, like, he only really had him there because he thought he was from the BBC.
He tricked him, innit?
It wasn't because...
Yeah, he wouldn't do that as a generosity.
He thought I could gain something from this, so let me use his brother. That's all it was.
Yeah,
I don't think
100%.
He was only trying to show this other side of the gate. That's not there, minute.
Of course.
He's talking rubbish, innit?
It's just banter, innit? Like,
yeah, but not to compare Farhan to the Grand Wizard of the game.
You never know. The EDL man may be using you front line, toe to go on a march.
They might
You
make
go
me
to
the leader
marches.
soon.
Don't go to marches,
Yeah.
please.
Nah, they might make me the leader soon, man. The way it's going.
Yeah, so yeah, Tommy Robinson's in a hell of a lot of trouble still.
Yeah.
To be fair, they like doing that. They always want to do face. Like UKIP, last UKIP conference, front of the line, I saw a woman, a black guy, Indian guy. I said, "This is not UKIP. I said, this is not UKIP. This, you know, they handed out tickets for a new show. That's what that was. Get guests in
They're
there.
jumping on that diversity bandwagon, innit?
They took it and ran with that button. That is serious.
They try and rebrand. A lot of those groups try and do that. They try and rebrand themselves, and then try and come out squeaky clean. No, we're not that bad. But come on, you know that mentality is still at the core of what they do, innit?
Yeah, but
go on.
Yeah, so like, you know, the actual like P word, like just to mention, like obviously, you know, they said like, you know, it's an offensive term because people who came from, you know, India, Pakistan in the 70s, they were called it all the time. So they're like kind of making fun of that. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, but you know, it wasn't like, I've never actually been called one. Like the only time I've ever been called one was by another Indian guy. That's the only time. Yeah, because I've realized that my school.
Why is he doing that?
My school was all brown. My uni was like pretty much brown. I went Leicester. So
I went uni Leicester. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But yeah, the one guy who called me, it was some, you know, Indian dude from Bradford, and like it's because in Bradford, like the Pakistanis run everything, so he's probably felt some type of way, and he's just like, yeah, you Paki. So
wow, we've been Bradford though.
Oh you've been Bradford, yeah. Over 10 years ago now.
Is it?
Yeah, 2010 we went.
They that place needs leveling up. They've left that place.
I know it's like 30 years in the past, isn't it?
Yeah, no investment. Yeah,
so you know those
Safeway up there.
You know they were building Model 4Ts when I was there. They were still coming off the assembly line. That place.
Yeah,
they need to level that place up.
Yeah. So like a white dude has actually never called me one. So that's also why, you know, I made the joke because I didn't really give a shit, like, to be honest.
Nah, if you start saying this out loud, they're gonna come for you again, you know.
I know it's gonna be peak, innit?
You didn't learn the first time; they're gonna come for you again.
I know it's a bad word and everything, but like, yeah, I just, you know, a few jokes. They will be about, you know, being Asian, making fun of that, like laugh, because, you know, I think like self-deprecating humor, you know, it is quite funny to start with.
Of course, it eases people into you, innit? You know, if you could take the piss out yourself, they're going to be comfortable.
Yeah, I love
obviously,
that.
Obviously, I'm also new. Like, I've only started like just before the pandemic, so the comedy will like evolve over time, I guess. But for now,
you're still working out who you are as a comedian, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and
so, like 2 years into.
You may lean into race and background. You may go in more into it. You may completely avoid it. You know, some of the best comics that are alive today. Obviously, we'll talk in last week about getting tickets for Chris Rock and Chappelle. They both talk about race, and they're global superstars. So don't let anyone ever tell you that, you know, it's gonna deter you or stop you progressing.
And the thing is, listen, at the end of the day, even if you're selling out shows and it's just all bold white guys, you're still selling out shows. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the EDL tour.
Farhan can't wait.
If someone came to you from EDL and said, look, we can do a tour, we can do it in Luton, the hot spots of the EDL, but it'll be touring to them, man. But that meant that you're paid. Like, you could do.
It depends how much in it.
How much you talking?
Yeah, it depends on the payment. Nah, I don't think I would do that, man. That would be I wouldn't be able to do that, man. There's no way. But
no fee.
The price is right, isn't it? If the price is right,
said I wouldn't be able to.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Right, but if the price is right.
Yeah,
my number is
EDL tour, fam. See, so the Farhan, the EDL tour 2023, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Special guest Tommy Robinson.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Is that guy even around? I think he's in jail, isn't he?
Nah, but he needs the money too, so he can be a joint thing.
He's in jail.
Yeah.
He's probably older shot than Bury, Grimsby.
Well, that's one thing. Like, you know, like a few comedians have said, you know, like Asian comedians like Tez Ilyas, and he says like he literally just gigs in big cities like Manchester, Liverpool, London. Like, I'm not going like older shot and all that shit, man.
No, I gigged an older shot.
Yeah,
I respect it. I respect. I've been to older shot. They're all right, man.
They thought he was a porter. I thought he was a porter at the beginning.
Porter on stage for an hour.
And he was collecting glasses. Then he said, "Oh, the actor said, oh, okay."
But,
I respect that. All the shows come. No, but I understand what them bigger actors are saying. But you know, the UK is a big country. It's a very big country, and obviously, as you go into the smaller sort of towns and stuff, it's going to be less multicultural, less diverse. But
yeah,
you know,
I think that's the point. Because some of my jokes, they may be, I wouldn't say they're mad liberal, but always think, would this work? Yeah, would this joke work in Tamworth? That's what I always think.
Yeah,
well, you got to go Tamworth and find out.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
you got to go Tamworth. So we got to keep going to different places. We can't stay in places that we're comfortable.
Yeah.
Because you'll never find out. So you got to put yourself in these uncomfortable positions. So I like that. I've liked this conversation, man. So yeah, Farhan, thank you for jumping on. Thank you for being a good. Thank you for being frank, man, and opening up. You know, with your struggles with your community. And after this video comes out, I'm sure there'll be another struggle because you basically said that it's only people from the community that'll be racist to you.
Can we blur out my face in this episode? I don't want to back.
Yeah, change the voice as well, innit?
Yeah. We'll put hidden. You know when they do the ITV interviews. We'll put hidden person.
But before I go, you know when Michael said this show is called what's it called again?
This guy, I'm gonna remove you now.
You should know better, right? Yeah, you should know better.
Yeah, you should know better.
I thought it was a sneaker kind of podcast, isn't it? Yeah, that's what.
Fair enough.
So these are the some Air Jordan ones. Some
Jeez.
The Jordans,
some mids right there as well. So,
jeez,
I thought maybe you could add this as a segment for your next and just see what everyone's game is like, innit?
Yeah. Maybe we have to start doing that, man. Show your shoe game. Show what you're messing with. I like that.
Unless you got Crocs, you're not allowed on the show.
That's an idea, man. Jeez, producer Farhan, you know, serious business.
We might have to get rid of Christian at this rate, boy. No, I'm joking. We love you, Christian. We love you.
Farhan, I salute you, sir. Thank you, my brother.
Take care, bro.
Take care
on the circuit.
Thanks for having me.
Easy.
See you.
We're going to move on to the next segment of the pod. This is the You Should Know Better segment. This is where we look at a prominent news story, consider it from the antagonist's shoes, and ask ourselves, should they have known better? So, Jeff Hardy, man, one of the iconic Hardy brothers. We're talking about pro wrestling here. Former WWE Tag Team Champions, former WWE Champion himself, I believe. He was caught on Monday out in Florida with a DUI, driving under the influence of alcohol. Apparently, this is his third DUI in the last 10 years. And this man only 44. Jeffrey Hardy. What's going on? There's a video out showing him being approached by officers. They pulled guns on him, you know. They pulled guns on his vehicle because apparently he was driving.
There's a video of it.
There's a video of it, man. You know, these body cams, man. They got videos of everything. TMZ got videos of everything. TMZ got video of you being born. You never know, fam.
What? No,
he said what? 1 million what? 2 million what? He said what?
It's not possible.
So his cash bond was 3,500, and apparently he's been alleged to driving suspended, cancelled, or revoked license. So what we're gonna do, man? And he's known that he's got an addiction issue, particularly with alcohol. So let that be known first. But we've got Jeff Hardy on the show, man. Even though he's fighting bail, he's fighting his alcohol addiction. He took time out to join us on the You Should Know Better segment. And Jeff, what's going on, man? Why are you getting behind the wheel of a vehicle, knowing the danger that can be done?
Jeff Hardy, man.
What's this?
Jeff Hardy out here, man.
Jeff Hardy.
It's Jeff Hardy out here, man. Thanks for having me on the pod, dudes. Purdy, 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 purdy.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, man, I'm too radical for laws, okay? Just too radical. I used to be the WWE Tag Champion, okay, bro? Yeah, with my bro and Lita. Remember Lita?
Yeah, that's why Kane took Lita off you or some nonsense.
Yeah, but I got a back, man. Kane's a Republican, man.
Oh, you liberal. You're a liberal. You're a Democrat, yeah.
I'm too liberal, bro. You forget SummerSlam? 1999? You forgot that one? Or was it 2001? I don't know, man. Anyway. The baddest there is, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Me and Lita and the Dudley Boys, man.
Isn't he gonna see?
So I'm just going to say what happened. Me and Lita, right? And the Dudley Boys. We saw the Federatics, man.
Well, man, like D1 and Baba, yeah?
Yeah, they were there. Spike. Remember Spike? Small one, Spike.
Oh, this guy.
I thought it was part of the story, man, bro. For the police officer was Mark Henry, bro. I thought I was gonna be Hall of Pain.
Hall of Pain.
Didn't work out, man. But anyway, AWE. I'm alive next week. TNA. Oh, wait, what's that one called?
Do you even watch it, bro?
Whatever. I'll be live. So catch me there.
I wonder if he actually talks like that off the air, cuz.
Yeah, he's a skater boy. He's a skater bro.
Yeah, no, fam. This guy, you
face paint.
Look, when you see these man when it's like hell in the cell and they're jumping from the top of the cell off, you know these people. He's not wired correctly, is it? He's not wired correctly. You can't look at the ground and say, "Okay, I'm gonna jump." And everyone's like, "Jeff, for the love of God!" You'll see Jim Ross screaming, "For the love of God!"
That man, he needs an award. The emotion he puts into that,
legendary,
different. Emotionally invested. No. It's the Jeff story is mad because I remember watching. I think when he was at TNA, he had a match with Sting, and he came to the ring and he was hammered. Not hammered. So he was on drugs.
Yeah.
So he couldn't even get into the ring. He was stumbling around the ring. And they were basically like, right, Sting, just pin him really quickly because we need to end this.
Yeah. It's not.
They pinned him, and then Sting's kind of like to the fans, like, what's this guy doing? Like, and they're booing him and stuff. And Sting's like, you're an idiot and stuff like that. I can't remember why I think he got suspended for a bit. But he's got a known history of like substance abuse, and that industry, I don't know too much about what these people are going through, but you see some of them when they retire, and they're looking like straw men, like Kurt Angle, brother. He does not look well at all.
Rotted. Our boy Curtis.
You not seen him?
No.
He looks older than the Queen, bro. Have you seen? Right now, he looks wrinkled up.
Right, what? Like he just eating junk, or
he looks like a raisin. Just looks like not eating junk, but I think the stress it puts on their body.
Oh, of course, man.
And then the drugs that they're taking during. I think he had a bout with substance abuse as well. Do you know what I mean? And they just age mad quick.
Yeah, like the Jeff Hardy photos, I'm like 44.
Yeah, right. You shouldn't be looking at that at 44. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, did Kurt Angle looks like that guy from Fantastic Four? What's that guy? The Rock, the Brolic.
Oh, Brolic. Brock Lesnar, The Rock. I said Brolic.
That's a good right. Looks like a Fantastic Four, brother.
Oh, what's his name? Was Kronk or something? What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. What's his name?
What was it?
Check it for
the Ting.
The Ting. That's it. The Ting.
You're talking to the Ting. Oh my! Are you bringing me the Ting?
I said Brolic.
The Brolic. The Brolic guy. He looks like the Ting.
Yeah,
fam.
he's gone. The body's gone. You don't even Google Lex Luger, bro. He's finished.
Yeah, no, it's true, man. Like,
actually
obviously, these
struggling.
guys must be banging gym 6, 7 times, even more a week, traveling all the time. It must be quite a lonely job. So drugs probably keep them company, man. Not justifying it, just trying to understand the rationale behind it. So it does look like Jeff Hardy's going through a tough time, and it's sad, man. Sad to see something that you grew up watching. You know, the Hardy Boys, great entertainment. And you're thinking, right, these were late 90s, early 2000s. We're watching these guys 20 years ago. So these guys were young guys, literally.
Still going, bro.
Yeah, he's still like, they must have been like, they're this young 20s living that life, that fast life, that, you know, performing to hundreds of thousands of people and stuff like that. So I hope he can get himself sorted, man, because he's a legend in my book, man. You can't think of TLC without thinking about Jeff Hardy doing a fuckery from the top rope or even from the top of the Hell in a Cell. He put his body through pain for our entertainment, man. So shout out Jeff Hardy. I hope he gets the help and care he needs.
Yeah, likewise.
What have you got? What have you got for us?
So I have a story that's a little bit closer to home. Well, if you want to include Wales in that.
Come on, man, they're part of the UK. What's all this?
Yeah, of course. Well, that's why I'm backing them in that group.
What? You Welsh at the World Cup?
I was born in Cardiff, fam. So
you were born in
back Wales, fam. Got back Wales all the time. England.
Man, don't know nothing about Pontypridd, fam.
What are you telling me, fam? What do you know about Cardiff? What do you know about Comrade?
This guy said
what do you know about Comrade?
The capital and nothing else, fam.
What do you know about Comrade? What do you know about Snowdonia? What are you telling me?
What do you know about Pontypridd, fam?
That's only one place you went to do one gig. You're telling me what? Come out from
man like Newport, come on. I know small bits, fam. Well, yeah, go on. What have we got?
Don't forget Wrexham, B. Yeah. So, a rapper from Wales. A rapper from Wales has been in jail for almost 10 years. Petrol bombing a woman's home after mistaking it for the house of his rival. Well, I haven't seen that word. Rival, you know. Not even so he's beefing. That's a rival.
That's an old school one.
Michael Jordan, not that one. Old not. 25 years from Taunton Street, Swansea. Oh, yeah, Swansea. Admitting committing arson with the intent to endanger lives after throwing a homemade explosive at a door to the property of his rival. Now, he was targeting a rapper called Ricky Williams, also known as Chronic Official. Now, the pair have had a long run of feud. Now, I've never heard of neither of these two. But after this, I tell you for sure, I'm going to check the music. And I'm
support?
pretty sure,
well, he's going to need the support right now.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be fire. Okay.
Jeez!
So we'll check that later on. But Michael, I want to put you in the shoes of Michael Jordan, MJ.
Yeah.
Right? What are you thinking? Okay, I know you've got beef with this rival. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you petrol bombing yards? Yeah, it could be hitting someone innocent in the house. Well, go on.
Well, I was going to try Welsh accent, but I'm not going to try any of that. That'll just mess up my voice box. But what I will say is, as Michael Jordan afterthought, my name is ATH. Eighth. I'm an eighth.
Yeah.
I'm eighth. People call me the Rebought H, but that doesn't matter. People say that I was separated at birth from my twin Phil Foden, but that don't matter. Chronic Official is my op.
Yeah.
And the talk of the street was that he was avoiding me. So I said, you know what? I'm not scared of my rival. I'm not scared of my op. So I said, if you don't want to battle me face to face, I'll take the heat to him.
Okay.
You understand? I'll take the heat to him.
You literally took the heat to him.
I'm taking the heat to him.
But you didn't, though.
Let's go to the right place and let's set up this fire in the booth. So that's what I said. Let me set up right now.
Jeez, man's got bars.
Man's got bars. No Charlie sloth.
But the problem is that you went to the wrong yard. You mean You went to the wrong yard. No, he didn't call. Sorry, what?
Come again? Pardon?
You petrol bombed the wrong yard.
Look, man. Sometimes we shoot, but we don't always score, man. Sometimes you gotta get your aim right before you could hit the target.
Yeah, but you didn't do that, and now you're looking at 10 years, brother. Like,
yeah, 10 years. You
have no remorse. Don't you think? Don't you have any positive message for people who are wrapped up in this beef in this street life for no reason?
All I can say is I'm sorry I didn't get the right house.
Damn.
They don't call me 8 for nothing.
Boy, lucky your court case is done. Otherwise, they would have used this as evidence.
They would use that evidence.
Is it 8th? Is it at for 8th?
It's 8th. I'm an 8th of H.
8th. Oh, you're 8th. Okay, cool.
8th of H.
Okay, cool. I understand that.
Shout
So,
out for
look,
folding my twin.
so Chronic Official still out now though.
Chronic,
So,
look, man.
so I think he's won now. You're
No.
behind bars.
Look, man. He's won this battle. We ain't won the war. I'm gonna come out. I'll be 35. I'm gonna run up on him.
35.
Yeah, me and him. We're taking this beef to the grave. So
Damn.
you know, we'll see. I'll see him. I'll catch him slipping. I'll catch Chronic
In
slipping.
10 years' time.
I tell you, I'm gonna catch him slipping.
You ain't gonna send one of your boys to do him that?
No.
You're gonna wait.
It'll take time, man. I'll do it myself. I do my jobs myself.
Okay. So wait, last quote. What you're gonna be kicking ball with Prison FC? Is that
Prison FC, yeah, I'll be putting the top bins.
Yeah, like that.
Like that, fam. Like that. Look, you have to understand, I got 10 years inside. I'm just going to be writing bars. So you don't know, the bars I'm going to be writing in 10 years are going to be different, cuz. Absolutely different.
I hear that. Write them bars. Just don't drop them in it. That's all, innit? Look after yourself. Keep it simple.
Jeez, that's sort of thing, man. No one's going to want to go near that. Let me tell you that for sure.
Keep it easy. Eighth. Do you know what? I understand where his name comes from. His first name, I think it's Ethno or something like that. It's ATH. That's his surname. He literally just took the first 3 letters of his surname.
He's a muppet, man. Eighth, H. Phil Foden lookalike.
He does look like Phil Foden.
He's a muppet, bruv. What a muppet. What a flipping muppet. Jeez. Man tried to do arson over rap beef, you know. What happened?
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. You can hit someone's yard. It's dangerous.
Of course. Lucky the lady, as I said, I read the court report, man. Lucky the lady ducked out when they did. The neighbors came and rescued her and her son. What happened to stuff like Eskimo dance, rap battles? There's a whole rap battle league. If you're beefing, send shots in a single.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Send shots. What's going on? Not literal
brand,
shots. Send literal shots. Go to your studio.
It's new, as they say in it, when like obviously a lot of rappers in London, people getting beef in London, but they say Sadiq Khan's London.
The rubbish they put on that guy's Twitter, man. It's just they're literally obviously our colleague, you know, Farhan earlier talking about racial abuse. That's Sadiq Khan is collected all of it, bruv. He's collected all of it.
Where is he? Where is he? Should come and solve it. So I don't know who the mayor is of Swansea, if they've got one. But where is he?
Where is the mayor?
He needs to resolve this swiftly and quickly before it gets.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Petrol bombing. And the thing is, he had all the ingredients at his yard. So when he ran up his yard, like it was open and shut case.
Yeah. It's a wrap.
Come on, man.
They even
nothing I hate more than a dumb criminal. Nothing I hate more. Like I don't only encourage good criminals, but at the same time, don't do it if you're rubbish at it. Like you can't keep the evidence at your crib.
I agree.
At least give the police something to do, man. Give them a chance. They never need to bring out the sniffer dogs, fam.
Doesn't even worth an episode of 24 hours later. It's 26 minutes later.
26 later.
Go him at the bus stop with a jerry can.
The petrol all over his hands.
Yeah, and a shirt that says, I hate whatever that guy.
Yeah, I hate Chronic Official. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Foolish guy, man.
It wasn't me.
The guy's gonna enjoy. Oh, he's gonna get bullied in jail.
That's when he gets out, he can come on the show and
we'll give him
tell us about this.
It's funny you say that because there's a guy in Birmingham that's on the run. He escaped from prison and he went on a podcast in Birmingham to tell his story.
Oh, I saw that. I thought that was Pablo Escobar Birmingham. Remember that episode?
Brazen, you know.
I don't know how he must have said, listen, when's this thing airing? Because I need to get away.
No press release, just said, look, I'm coming to the podcast, I'm telling my story, rotted.
God, I hope they catch that guy because that is so.
But now his case, obviously don't want to get into it now, but a case, that IPP thing is a madness though. IPP is basically like this probation sort of order that they discontinued now, but people that they put on it for that time period are still applicable to it. And essentially, you can be, if you're convicted of a serious crime, you can be pulled back to prison at any time, essentially. And he's got that hanging over him. So that's why that guy in question left. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to do our throwback segment. This is where we look at something that's happened this week in prior years, and we have a little reminisce, man. And I think it's me this week, right?
Yeah.
So just continuing with the theme of racism, in 1974, on the 15th of June, and this is poignant because this is the week that the first flight to Rwanda leaves these shores for people who are undocumented. There was a race rally clash. So there was one group was the National Front, who Farhan will be leading soon, and they were marching the protest against the government's amnesty for illegal immigrants. So they were saying that the government was too lenient. And then there was a clash by people of the International Marxist Group marching with Liberation. And they were also, and they clashed, apparently the roots clashed, and then they clashed, and then someone unfortunately lost their lives all through this whole violence.
When was this?
This was 1974. Okay. So this is, we're talking what, 50, just under 50 years ago?
What is it, the Battle of something?
The battle was the Battle of Red Lion Square, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen the Battle of Lucian. All of them ones there.
It's just great. It's just like today's the day that they're sending illegal immigrants or people like that to Rwanda for further processing. But 50 years earlier, it was deemed that this country, which, I'm guessing if you're a legal immigrant, I don't think you will definitely say it was welcoming 50 years ago. I wasn't around 50 years ago to know. But it was deemed that there's too much amnesty at that time. Now we're going so far as sending people away on airplanes to a far African country to be dealt with.
No, I can.
What direction are we going in?
I don't know, but I think that's a poignant point for us to leave for our listeners to think about. Also, just a shout out to Grenfell as well.
Yes, 5-year anniversary.
5 years. So, on that note, we're gonna wrap this up. It's been a lovely season. I've enjoyed this.
Yes.
And we'll catch you lot on the next one. So make sure you don't do anything stupid. Make sure you don't do anything you should not do.
No arsons. Thank you. Take care and peace, people.
In a bit.